Hey guys, StyledSnail here. Back in 2020, there were leaked files found for Cold War zombies that related to 4 perks: Double Tap, Mule Kick, PhD, and Tombstone. We have Mule Kick and Tombstone, but we're still waiting for Double Tap and PhD Flopper. So I thought I'd go through some concepts for Double Tap. If you want to see concepts for PhD Flopper too, make sure you leave a like and comment that you want to, and also subscribe if you want to see more. Getting right into it, this one from Reddit user Fonisy has a base effect of increasing the fire rate of any weapon and boost damage. The Tier 1 has increased weapon fire rate by 30%. Tier 2 has increased weapon damage range by 50%. Tier 3 increased bullet damage by 10%. Tier 4 additional bullet penetration and explosive damage by 50%. Tier 5 increased ammo stock, and by reloading your weapon, there is a 10% chance of getting your magazine back. There's no numbers for the base effect, so I don't know how much they were expecting the fire rate and damage to be boosted. But it's also kind of redundant that in Tier 1 and Tier 3, there is increased weapon fire rate and increased bullet damage. I think those should definitely not be there. But increased damage range is pretty good. That would be awesome. Bullet penetration and explosive damage at Tier 4, that would also be pretty good too. Explosive damage definitely could use something to help it. And Tier 5, with the increased ammo stock, and when you reload your weapon, there's a 10% chance of getting your magazine back. I think that's pretty cool. I think it shouldn't be a magazine, but maybe 10% chance of every bullet that misses. And I think that one is pretty good. I think there should be something like that, kind of pertaining to missing a bullet or maybe penetrating a bullet will do something else. Next concept by Reddit user FlopUntilYouDrop has a base effect of fire rate of weapons slightly increased. So I don't know, that's probably like 10-15%, something like that. Tier 1, bullets have a 5% chance to stun any enemy for 3 seconds. Tier 2, every other third bullet shot will duplicate into 3 different bullets. Tier 3, increased bullet penetration with a small chance of a bullet to burst inside of an enemy, dealing extra damage. Tier 4, bullets have a 10% chance to stun any enemy for 5 seconds. Headshots have a 15% chance to stun. Tier 5, any enemies nearby the enemy you're currently shooting will take 25% of the damage that it's currently taking. I think this one's pretty cool with the stun, although there are multiple tiers that have the stun. I think it should be brought down to one of them, maybe just in Tier 4, and have something else for Tier 1. Tier 5 seems a little OP, with any enemies near the enemy you're currently shooting will take 25% of the damage. I think, if anything, not any, but maybe the closest enemy. I think that might work. This next one, with tier concepts from Jack11803, has a base effect of fire rate increased by 30%. There we go, some actual numbers. So 30%, that's pretty good. Tier 1, ADS and sprint to fire time reduced by 30%. Tier 2, equipment is armed and thrown twice as fast. Tier 3, individual round reloading has doubled the chambered ammo, so 5 shells to 10 shells for like a shotgun. Tier 4, penetration is doubled, damage increased by 25% for each pierced enemy. And Tier 5, fired projectiles are doubled. I think this one's pretty good, especially with all the double tap 2.0 type of effects going on. I think those should definitely be in the perk at all times. Tier 1 and Tier 2 kind of seem more like a stamina per speed cola situation. Tier 3 does sound pretty good, although it is only certain use cases. Tier 4 with the penetration, that's awesome. With the increased damage for pierced enemies, I think that could have some nice effects going on with it. This next one from Reddit user Deus Eker has a base effect of whenever you shoot a bullet, it'll shoot 2 bullets, but only use 1. Tier 1 has increased weapon fire rate by 33%. That's pretty good. Tier 2, weapons have plus 10 meter firing range. Tier 3, increased bullet damage by 10%. Tier 4, bullets have increased penetration. And Tier 5, weapons have a 10% chance on fire to take ammo from stock instead, not wonder weapons. I think this one's pretty good. It's got the double tap 2.0 things in there with the double bullets that come out and increased fire rate. I like the 10 meter firing range, additional 10 meter firing range, I mean. That's pretty good. Increased bullet damage is also good, along with the second bullet that comes out, which essentially just doubles your output. With Tier 5, that 10% chance to take ammo from stock instead, that's a pretty good one too. And I think Mule Kick might have done something like that. But I think some type of 10% chance, some type of chance thing going on would be awesome to have with double tap, because you're going to be shooting a lot of bullets. This next one from Reddit user JudeWoodvale has no specified base tier, so I guess I don't know what to do with it, because if you look down there in the tiers, Tier 1, all weapons have increased fire rate. Tier 2, all weapons now deal increased damage. Those are basically double tap 2.0 right there. Tier 3, enemies have a chance to drop a small point pouch when killed. Tier 4, killed enemies have a chance to drop Ethereum gas clouds that cloaks players. In Tier 5, players can see floating icons of wall weapons, pack-a-punch, mystery box, and ammo crates. I'm guessing perks too. So, I think this one is pretty good, but kind of redundant, because double tap would probably already have those Tier 1 and 2 already in that. They did put Vulture Raid type of effects in with Tier 3 and 4. And I've seen a lot of people on Reddit doing that kind of thing. A lot of people want Vulture Raid back. I do too. But I think Tier 5 should not be in there. The floating icons kind of block your screen too much sometimes, and I think there should be a different way of doing it. Maybe have it always pop up on the minimap. This next one from Reddit user NinetyNineTruths has a base effect of base weapon damage by 12% increased. Tier 1, 10 essence for each bullet that hits a zombie, so it's bringing back the points on hit, which I would love. I kind of really don't like that they got rid of that. Tier 2, full auto weapons fire 10% faster. Tier 3, weapon damage increased by 20%. Tier 4, semi-auto weapons fire 15% faster. And Tier 5, base weapon damage increased by 30% and bullets pierce through more targets. This one's pretty good. It's got that 12% weapon damage increase, but in Tier 3, with the weapon damage increased by 20%, it's kind of redundant, and it would probably be better to have it set to something else or change the base effect maybe. I don't really like when perks or field upgrades or stuff like that are working on the same thing getting more upgraded other than the base effect that you're doing. Also, the 10 essence for each bullet that hits a zombie, I love that. As I said before, I really, really want the points on hit to come back. I kind of stopped liking zombies because they got rid of that, and there's ammo boxes everywhere, and it's just kind of handholdy. I have a rant about that I uploaded a few days ago if you want to watch that, but beware, it's kind of cringe. Alright, last fan concept other than mine, from Reddit user TwistedBlazeReactz. No specified base tier, but Tier 1, 10% increased fire rate. Tier 2, 25% increased fire rate. Tier 3, 50% increased fire rate. Tier 4, 2 bullets fired per shot. And Tier 5, double tap now also affects all wonder weapons. I think this one has plenty of redundancy with the increased fire rate in 3 different tiers. I do kind of like Tier 5 with double tap affecting wonder weapons, although it'd probably get a little overpowered. And then Tier 4 with usual double tap 2.0 type stuff. What I do want to say is, what if with double tap, increased fire rate comes from how pack-a-punched your weapon is, or what tier upgrade your weapon is. I think that would be pretty cool. Some more effects from pack-a-punching your weapon based on other stuff you can have. More synergy. Alright, and now for the aggregate plus my own thoughts, kind of biased little fan concept. I think the base effect should be just increased fire rate of probably around 20-30% maybe. It's not too much, not too little. Tier 1, all bullets penetrate enemies at least once. Everyone wanted to see increased penetration, so I'm thinking like even if it's a pistol long range, it'll always pierce at least once, every bullet. That type of thing. Always at least once. Tier 2, weapons fire double the projectiles with the double tap 2.0 limit, so like no wonder weapons, but also exactly like double tap 2.0 with firing double the projectiles. Tier 3, ADS time reduced by 50%. I think this one kind of may fit in like Speed Cola or Stamina, but because double tap's about firing faster, getting to fire faster in certain situations is something that may kind of technically fit in there. Tier 4, explosive damage increases by 30%. This one also could be put probably on PhD Flopper, but that's really only if we get PhD Flopper. And just because there were leaked files doesn't mean we're definitely going to get it. Everything should be taken with a grain of salt. But I think explosive damage could be good with it. It would give some love more to explosive, and I think it would help quite a bit in some of the situations. Like if you have an RPG, why not have some fun, have some better damage with it. Tier 5, missed bullets have a 10% chance to go back to stock. So this is like from earlier with the 10% chance mag to replenish. Instead, I'm thinking maybe a 10% chance for each bullet that misses. Something like that. And I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah. Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked this video, leave a like, comment down below what else you want to see. If you want to see concepts maybe for Vulture Aid or PhD Flopper, since that was one of the leaked ones, let me know. And also subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
You live to fight another day. Next time,